Hi, I collect bookmarks, but I can't show them to you because when I moved I didn't think to take any with me. And the only one that I've got is some random promotional bookmark that I found in one of the books that my husband has. But what happens if, for example, I want to read 2 books at once? I'm not gonna bend the pages, I'm not an animal. But then I made a revelation. I'm an artist, I can make my own, so that's what we'll be doing today. I have pieces of watercolor paper cut up, and they are 6.5 by 18 centimeters or 2.5 by 7 inches. So first, I prefer digital sketches, and since bookmarks are very long, that made me think of Art Nouveau, but I didn't want to make 3 whole body drawings of women in elaborate clothing, so I opted for cats. And each of them has a different yet cohesive theme with floral patterns. And I kept in mind what I needed to include for the drawings to look like the style that I was basing them off of. So, thick, uniform lines, arches, and rounded shapes, as well as the patterns that I already mentioned. Okay, so I transferred these sketches onto the paper, and now let's paint them. So here's the first bookmark, and I wanted the cat to float and look at something in the distance with a funny look on his face. And the first color that I'm using is gray for his fur, and then a light wash of scarlet red for the ears. And my camera stopped recording at one point, but I drew some lines to indicate fur, as well as 3 stripes on the forehead, and I think they look really cute. Next, I started painting in the background with mint green, and to be honest, I expected it to be a little bit more earthy, but it's okay. I still really like how it turned out in the end. I mean, on camera it does look more earthy, so I guess that's something. Then I picked scarlet red again to paint the poppies, and I think by filling the flowers with green first made them look more cohesive, like it fits with the background. And with the same green I painted the leaves and stems of flowers, and because I was using a harder pencil and already painted the area, I couldn't see where I wanted the leaves to be, so I just had to wing it, which I don't really like doing, but I think it's not too bad. The panels below the circle are being filled with sorts of wild berries now, and I thought it would be cool if it was asymmetrical, with the right part being completely covered, middle mostly covered, and that just a little as a treat. I think this was my favorite part. Drawing the dots was just really calming. Then I moved on to line art, and I didn't really want it to be too thick so that I could do thicker outlines on the cat and make him stand out. The second cat is floating upside down, and he kinda looks to me like he's determined to catch something. I painted him black and left some white spots to make his fur look interesting. The background is painted with sky blue, and it's such a pretty color. It's a bit dull, but not dull enough to appear gray. And bottom part is filled with lilac because I will paint lavender at the bottom of the main panel, and it will look nice if below will be purple as well. The top part I filled with just generic flowers, There's not a lot of room and I just wanted many small flowers in there. I wanted the lavender to appear layered, so I made the first layer very light, then I went in with another layer a bit below the first one that had a stronger color, and so on. I think I could have made it better, more gradual, so if I could change one thing, that would be it. I don't even know what the plant below is, just some purple plant that I thought was pretty. Okay, I googled it and apparently the plant I had in mind is royal purple, which is a bush, a purple bush. Then again, I lined the cat thicker than everything else and I made gaps in lines to make it look more like fur. I don't know if it's visible on camera. I was also kind of afraid to line the lavender as I didn't want it to look too defined. I started the last bookmark with putting down masking fluid because I planned the flowers to be white and I didn't want even the slightest possibility that I could paint it with background color. And I 100% would. Better safe than sorry. And this cat's pose was the hardest for me to come up with, ironically, because it was the easiest to draw. I just wasn't sure if I wanted all cats to be in more like expressive poses, or could one be static, and well, as you can already see, I picked the latter. Anyway, the background is painted with yellow ochre, and for some reason it looks much darker on camera than in real life. For the stems and leaves, I used sap green, and I wanted the cut-in flowers to be white, so I only shaded them a little bit with taupe. And maybe I should also talk about why I didn't bring with me even just one bookmark. I mean, they're not heavy or difficult to bring onto a plane or anything, right? Well, I just didn't think I would use them. I didn't expect local libraries to have books in Polish, and I was right. And I tried reading books in English before and it didn't go well. So I was prepared to only read ebooks. But as days went by, I started to want to read in English to improve more. So I grabbed Chronicles of Narnia because that's what I had at home and it went fine. And then I got a library card and now I am reading a trilogy that I've read before. And if I ever get lost, I already know the story. So these are the finished bookmarks. I also wanted to decorate them with ribbons, but I don't have any for now. Maybe one day. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!